Welcome to Peer Booking. So today's event, we are hosting a very great person and a very experienced man who has really done well to build a very great community, impacting lives and still making people get the best in their lives so far as their academic, their career life is concerned. So this evening, help me welcome Abednego Ehurone, and he's the founder of the NEGOS HUB. Founder of NEGOS HUB. So this evening, I would like to welcome the guest speaker. Hello, Mr. Abednego. You're welcome.
Yeah, hello, Robert. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for making it on peer booking and having you on board. In fact, it's a very high. I mean, we are honored. We are honored. We really didn't expect to. I mean, have such an opportunity to have you on our platform. So you are very welcome.
All right. I'm also excited to be here. Thank
Good,
you.
good, good, good. Okay, so before I start, can you really tell us who you are? We know you on LinkedIn. You've been doing so well, impacting people. I read your posts a lot. So, how should we see you? How should we know you? Yes, please. And go ahead.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Robert, and the team, the peer booking team. I really appreciate the fact that you gave me this platform to speak to your audience. I do really appreciate. Thank you once again. Yeah, so Abednego is basically, or in a nutshell, he's a young, passionate guy who believes in youth empowerment. He believes that there is that one African young person there out there who needs to be empowered, who needs the network to build, who needs the skill to become valuable. You understand? Yes. And as a person, I am a mechanical engineering graduate.
Wow.
Let's put it that way. Yes. Or engineer, however you put it.
Great, 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 great. Thank you very much. So we have on board not just a community builder or somebody who, I mean, gives impact, but he is an engineer and he keeps on engineering lives. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Abednego. So we go straight into our conversation and we start by the fact that many students want to start something, but they
Mm,
keep waiting for the right time. So right time in quote. What
mm.
made you start anyway with your whole community building and impacting lives? What made you start?
Okay. So let me say this. I think that a lot of people have this disease. Oh, I'm waiting for the right time. I'm waiting for the
Wow.
right time. And the right time never comes. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that encouraged me, or I would say pushed me to start building the NEGOS HUB community, is that I believe that every idea or every vision God places in your heart comes with an energy. You
Okay.
understand? And if you don't act on it, if you don't start, if you don't take a step, with time, the idea loses its energy
Okay.
and you end up doing nothing. So there are a lot of young people who would hide behind the right time,
Okay.
disease and say, oh, I'm waiting for the right time, and they would end up doing nothing. So for me, once I got the idea, I started. I just started. I
Okay.
didn't overcalculate. I didn't overthink it. I didn't, say, oh, if I fail, what would people say? No, I just started. But of course, I did some things before I started.
Great.
So what I would say is that what made me start was the simple conviction that every idea comes with an energy. And the faster you act on it, the better it is. If you wait and trying to figure it out, trying to find the right time, you will do nothing. So yes, so for me, I believe that every idea comes with a special energy that requires you to act on it as soon as possible. Yeah, so that's how come I
That's
started.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Every idea comes with energy. If you delay, the energy goes down, and once it
Exactly.
dies out, you lose everything. That's very powerful and well answered. So let's move to the second question on board, which says that in the early days, how did you convince people to believe in the vision when there was no big platform yet? You realize that regardless of the decision you have, the ideas and the
Mm.
powerful vision you are envisioning, yeah, you need people to implement them. So as
Exactly.
early as you started, how are you able to let people come together to support you?
Okay. So I would want to believe that we all believe in something, right? If you're a Christian, I believe you believe in God.
Yeah,
If you're a Muslim, you believe in Allah. If you don't belong to any of these two, I believe that you believe in something. Okay.
yeah,
Now, for me, when I got the idea, okay, or when the vision came, I believe in the fact that every assignment God gives you, every vision God places in your heart comes with a strategy, one, and then also it comes with the right people. But at times we don't ask God for the right people. So for me, I didn't really convince people that, oh, Charlie, I have this nice idea. Come and join me and let's do this.
I
You understand?
get you.
When you ask God for direction, and he he makes sure that he assigns the right people to help you carry out the assignment. So funnily enough, when I thought of building a community, I went to a friend's host. I think I was on campus. I mean, back then I was a student, so I
Okay,
was on campus. I went to visit a friend, and some way, somehow, one level 100 student came in. Okay, when he came in, and then I think they were discussing some projects and all that. So I was like, ah, are you a web developer? And then he was like, oh, yeah. I was like, okay, fine. I don't know what pushed me or what made me even ask him that question. Now I took his number, I shared the idea with him. Oh, Charlie, I would want to build something, uh, and I would need you on board. What do you think? Some way, somehow, the guy got interested in the idea that he helped. Yes, yes. So whoever, yes. So it beats you. Yes, exactly. He
oh,
got so crazy about the idea that
oh,
Charlie, I'm in with you. Let's do this. And you know what happened? He helped me build the website from scratch.
wow.
So I believe that once you ask God for the strategy, He would definitely give you the right people. And look, let us also work on our brand, or let's say our image,
Okay,
because if you want to start something, people consider some of these things before they come on board. Yeah. So basically, that's how come uh, I met the people who are working with me at the moment. So I didn't necessarily go and convince someone trying to, oh, Charlie, come, please, I beg you. Oh, no, 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 I didn't do that. Once I share the idea with them, some way, somehow they get interested. And of course, they show it. You understand? Yeah.
good, 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 good. That's very beautiful. So you're trying to say, even though the idea comes with energy, but the
Mm.
people who are supposed to support the idea would eventually come if you take the right step by approaching or
Yeah. Yeah.
right. What mistakes did you make when building Negos Hub that you would warn young founders about? What mistakes that mostly you might have achieved something big, but you realize that anytime you look back, you realize that no, if I had done this right, I would have either gone far or made things better. So, what mistakes can you point to us this evening?
Okay. So with this very question, honestly, I'm trying so hard to think of one because I just started. Okay, but one of the things that I believe that I would never, I mean, one of the mistakes I believe I would never repeat if if I'm to start the hub, is that I wouldn't just bring anyone on board, because when we started, you know, I speak to people and then they tell me, oh, Charlie, it's a great idea, I'm in, right? So
Good.
you trust them, you give them the platform only for them to disappoint you.
Yeah,
Yeah. So maybe I would say that is the, for now, yes, because I'm still learning, you understand?
I get
So
you.
I don't have any serious mistake that I would say, oh, yeah, but so I've learned to um, take time in trusting people. especially
Okay.
when it comes to giving them the platform.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So can you just briefly walk us through how you started the whole thing? How many people were involved and how were
Hmm.
you able to build a network for it to become a very big web?
Okay, so this is how I mean, it all started. Okay,
Okay.
now when I got the idea that okay, let me create a platform where young people could learn, connect, and then uh, build themselves up. We started. I think I had three people.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, I began with three people who were very interested in the whole idea. So that's how I started. And then before we even, I mean, went fully as in into operation, there were things I did behind the scene. Right, I spoke to a mentor about what I want to do, and then he also, shared his experiences with me. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's let's start with this. Initially, the idea was to even start a foundation because I believe that, oh, Charlie, let's create a platform that is going to support students financially.
Okay.
But after I spoke to my mentor, he told me, look, no, we could do something far bigger than just a foundation.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
So yeah, so I mean, he told me that look, to start a foundation, you would need some level of funding because uh, you can't support students with school fees. I mean, without you having
Oh,
anything,
yes.
you understand. And obviously, you would have to also go out there to seek for sponsorship, and it comes with a lot of, I would say, rejection. Charlie, it's not easy.
Oh,
So one, if you don't have a strong network where you could make or you could generate funds easily, I'm sorry, that is not where to start from. So when I started, he made it clear that look, Charlie, no, if you are to start a foundation, you might struggle. And that is why a lot of young people would start a foundation and then at a point you see that they would just vanish from the system. You understand?
okay.
After 6 months, after a
Oh,
year,
yes.
and because they can't generate the funds again. No one is giving and out here, okay, I mean in the world, the fact that your ideas are good or the fact that you've got the best ideas doesn't mean say people would come and support you. No, they
Yeah.
wouldn't. So when he told me that, I was like, oh, okay. So I pivoted, right? I had to change some things I was thinking about, and then, well, so I changed the whole idea. Then let's create a platform that would not just support them with funding, but also equip them with skills, equip them with the necessary information that they need. You understand? So
Okay.
that's how come we started the hub. And the hub is not an NGO, it's a business, actually. So I went ahead to get it, I registered it with ORC. I provided the necessary information, blah blah blah. They did the registration and everything, and then that was the next thing that happened. So after that, we launched it, and so for me, when I was on campus, I was a GHIE president. Okay, so I
Okay.
leveraged, and I think a lot of young people should learn how to leverage. Leveraging is
Okay.
very important.
Leverage.
So I leveraged the position I had back then because I mean a lot of people knew me back then that oh Abednego is a solid guy. He's the president. He has been organizing engineering seminars and all that. Okay, so
Oh,
after we launched it, look when we opened up for membership, asking people to join. Oh, trust me, people joined.
wow.
Like about 50 people joining in a day.
Oh,
You understand? And
yeah.
then that is how it all started. So I think that once you get the idea, act on it, seek the right mentorship, and then you get people who are also crazy like you to work with you. You understand? And that's how I mean it all started. And ask God for the strategy and the right people.
Great, great, great. So you have to leverage. Always, you should have one thing you can leverage to make the
Yeah,
best out of it.
Yeah.
Now, peer booking is a platform which connects students to peers and also experts in different fields. If you're having any doubts or if you have any problem of your sort, if you want to seek career guidance, whether being graduate school, life at school, or whatever you're facing, you can come on peer booking. Sign up to peerbooking.live. You search peerbooking.live in your browser and you go to profile. Refer 10 people, only 10 people, and you're going to have access to three coaches. You're going to have a waiver and also, sorry, a voucher, right? Yeah, which is also a waiver. So please, if you haven't signed up on peer booking, do well to sign up. So before we proceed, I think there is this beautiful questions I would like to ask, and the
Mm.
question is about if a student wants to be in your position that I really admire Abednego and the things he's doing. I wish I would have been like him, or I wish I would be like him, depending on
Mm.
whether the person is a graduate or not. So, what are some of the steps, or I would say a process or a pipeline you can suggest that, hey, if you want to start a new or build a new community to impact people or to create opportunities, this and this from step one to step two, step three, then that is all. I bet you it's gonna work.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Robert. So, yes, the important thing you should consider is to finding your purpose.
But
And I would want to recommend this book to everyone here. Expert Secrets. Okay, it's a very good book, especially if you want to build a movement or a community. I think it's something that you would need. Okay, so first of all, you should have purpose. Why do I want to do what I want to do? You don't just follow blindly because Abednego is doing it. Oh, Charlie, oh, the guy is really, I mean, bringing people on board, organizing events, doing this. Oh, I think I can do it too. Then you go and start. You will fail. You understand? So the first thing you should do is that you should identify what you've been called to do. Yes, I'm a mechanical engineer, but I believe that that is, I would say that is a borrowed thing went in for. But then I also believe that I've been called to help young people, especially young Africans. You understand? So
yeah,
once you understand this, once you understand the calling on your life, or once you understand what you want to do in life, I think that is the first thing that would propel you to,
okay,
do mighty things. Yeah. So, first of all, I mean, you should identify your potentials. You should find out what am I good at? What are the things that I lack? Okay, then you build on them. So first, identify your purpose, find your weaknesses and in your strength. Okay, so me, when I started that, okay, let me build a community. Okay, because it's something I enjoy doing. I love helping people.
wow,
I found my purpose, I believe. And then the next thing I did was that I looked at my strengths and my weaknesses. So I'm someone who, likes to empower people. Oh, I like to talk to people, especially if they are going through a lot. I could share some one or two things that at least helps them out. So that's one of the things I leveraged. And then also I built skills. So there are a lot of young people who don't have skills, and so they struggle when they are trying to build something. When I started NEGOS HUB, I didn't go and hire a graphic designer.
okay,
I knew how to design. So I mean, all I needed was to get a solid graphic or a poster or flyer out there, and people get attracted from what they see, right?
wow,
So I leveraged that skill. I didn't spend any money with graphics. Okay? I had someone who also believed that okay, there's something, or I got someone who also saw himself in what I was doing, and so he also brought his expertise on board. So I leveraged my network. I leveraged my skills. I I weighed, right. What am I good at? What can I leverage? What can I not leverage? Okay, when you are able to compare the two, it will help you to also be in the right direction. And then also, please have a mentor. It's very important. And I think peer booking is one of the best platforms young people should take advantage of. Okay. Um, Great platform, I must say. You get someone to coach you. You can't do life alone. Life is difficult, trust me. Especially if you want to build something from scratch, like a business, and you want to do it alone. No, you need someone to connect you to someone. You need someone who would help you leverage their network. You understand? So it's a whole lot. But the important thing is that find your purpose, find your why, and everything works.
Okay, so thank you very much for this powerful nugget. And you have to find a purpose, as well as you also have to build skills because you have to get something within you you stand on. So, as part of the leveraging of capabilities, there should be an ability or capability to leverage on, right? Then
Exactly.
you have to get a mentor for you to build a successful, vibrant, and also opportunity worth community. Now, our next question says that a lot of students' community starts with excitement and die later. That is very raw in reality with different aspects of life. What keeps a community alive after the hype phase?
Okay. I think that it is all about the tribe you build or the movement you build. Okay. Now, let's use Apple for instance, right? Apple is a product.
Yeah,
They've built a strong community around that product. And don't be surprised whenever they release new versions, people are rushing for it. They are going in for it. Every blessed time they bring out new versions. So something should keep the tribe active. Something should keep the community, you know, moving. And that is what building a movement. And to build a movement, you would need to uh, more like offer value, give them hope that at the end of the day, this is what you are going to get. At the end of the day. Now, let's use Christianity for instance. Only God knows when it started, right? But
yeah,
today, it's still alive because there is something that is binding all of us. So something should keep it alive, and that is hope. Give the people something to live for. And I believe that it would stay alive. Yes.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Good. So, what skills do you think students should be learning now if they want to become more opportunity ready? I think because of your academy, you
Mm.
train people to get relevant skills. So I think audience, if I didn't mention that, he has a very wonderful academy that is impacting students with wonderful skills and offering free tutorials, free training programs. So I would like to hear from him directly, who is filled with the spirit of impacting people. Let me say that what skills do you think that students should be learning now if they want to be more opportunity ready?
Okay. I would say that now AI is the new language.
Oh,
Everyone is speaking AI. AI.
obviously.
AI. Yes. I believe that every young person should position themselves by learning or mastering AI. And mastering AI is not the normal prompt that you go and prompt, write this for me or highlight. No, 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 no. You know, master the software or the program. Okay, so AI is the new language, and I would encourage every young person to master that. I mean, AI as a program, and that is why, God willing, on Saturday and Sunday we are organizing a boot camp.
Oh,
Young people who want to build, their skills in AI, right? Because a time is going to come, AI will be the new norm. in fact, if you like it or not, it's going to come. Okay, so you either move along or you'll be left behind. And I don't think that as a young person, as smart as we are, we should watch AI leave us behind. Let's take advantage of that and build capacity in AI. So
Great.
yes, I think AI is one of the 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 programs every young person, regardless of your program of study. Don't say, oh, for me, I am into uh, or I am offering mechanical engineering, and so I wouldn't need AI. No, you would need it. You understand?
Yeah.
So AI is one of the programs I would say everyone should master. A time ago, uh, when computers started, people were complaining, "Oh, the computer cannot take my job." It can, and now, Charlie, everyone is using computer.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So you either move along or you get left behind. So that is one of the things. And then I would also say that we should also master skills, I mean, relevant industry skills in our field. There are some of the things we learn in class, and then you go to the field and you see the Charlie in rap, like it's,
Wow.
yeah. So let us master relevant skills. And so the academy is offering some of these skills. And so, yeah, you can take advantage of that.
That's powerful. I think you've made mention of technical skills, but do you think that you have some key soft skills? Because some people have got strange, should I say, attitude or character, or they really don't know how to organize themselves. So, would you recommend some soft skills you also need to be opportunity ready? I think on the media, people do talk about the technical skills a lot, but do you
Mm.
think that there are some key and core soft skills people need behind the scenes to keep them going?
Oh yes, yes. And I think one of the things of the soft skills I would recommend everyone master is time management.
Wow.
Young Africans, we waste time a lot. Trust me, we waste time a lot. And I was very impressed uh, at the time we started, and that is it. Let's keep it up, right? There are a lot of students who complain that, oh, I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to even start a business. I'm not able to do this because they've not mastered how to manage their time. And time is one of the resources you can't get it back. You understand? So I think yes, young people should master time management. We should learn how to manage our time. And once you're able to manage your time, it gives you clarity. You know, okay, at this time I'm supposed to do this. At this time I'm going for lectures. At this time I'm doing this. Some of us we didn't get to know some of these things. Okay, so there are people out there. They would after lectures they would go and visit all their friends, get to the hostel tired, and then they'll complain that, oh, I was stressed out without doing anything productive. You understand? So time management is very important. So yeah, it's one of the important soft skills I think we should every young person should master and learn. Mm.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such wonderful nuggets you've given us this evening. And I hope anyone who joined this session, if at least if you haven't learned anything, you've gotten some hooks that every idea comes with energy, and also for you to start any community, you should first have that sense of purpose, that who are you and what do you really want to achieve? How do you see yourself? The sense of purpose should be driven by your skills, and as well as you need a mentor to guide you. Then he closed us with time management, that you are really not getting things right because you don't manage your time well. So here is peer booking, and if you haven't signed up, please do well to sign up and set up a coaching account if you really have so much to give to the world. And this brings us to the end of our meeting. If you have any question and you would like to ask, our guest is still on board, you will be able to ask. And if anyone has got some question as we are doing, anyone with question for him to answer? Okay. I think everything will be forwarded on the platform. Thank you so much, Abednego, and in fact, we really appreciate your presence on Peer Booking. We hope to create a very strong partnership with um, the NEGOS Hub and see how far Peer Booking and NEGOS Hub can go far away to impact lives and also help students with regards to the academics, their career, and in fact, all aspects of their lives. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and see you in our future event.
All right. Thank you to Robert and